Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Easy Channel, where I share the results of my research titled The Socio-Cultural Impact of Reality TV Shows on Nigerian Youth, a case study of BBNaija, also known as BBNaija. On today's episode, I serve a clear description of the research efforts in the designs, philosophies, data collection methods, and analytical techniques. For the methodology, this research adopted a qualitative method while employing thematic analysis techniques to identify, interpret, and comprehend patterns within the data. And for the research philosophy, this study adopted an interpretivist philosophy to explore the socio-cultural impact of BBNaija. According to Kurzweil and Kurzweil in 2018, interpretivism prioritizes subjective interpretations over objective measurements, making it ideal for understanding social realities. This philosophy was particularly relevant for examining human behavior, cultural values, and social phenomena associated with BBNaija. Interpretivism facilitated a rich qualitative understanding of how BBNaija influences identity, culture, and behavior, which are dimensions that cannot be adequately captured through quantifiable metrics. In contrast, the positivist philosophy, which emphasizes empirical data and statistical analysis, was deemed unsuitable for this research. As Bryman noted in 2016, positivism seeks measurable variables and universal laws, making it more appropriate for natural sciences than for subjective, context-dependent phenomena. For instance, understanding how BBNaija shapes youth perceptions required insights into individual interpretations, emotional responses, and social context, which are elements beyond the scope of positivism. Now on the research design. A qualitative research design was adopted to deeply explore subjective experiences and interpretations within a social context. As Denzin and Lincoln noted in 2018, qualitative methods are ideal for examining phenomena like BBNaija's socio-cultural implications for Nigerian youth. Quantitative methods, while useful for measuring and testing hypotheses, were inadequate for exploring subjective phenomena. For example, the influence of BBNaija on identity and cultural values was better approached thematically and narratively, as noted by Bryman in 2016. This qualitative design supported the study's thematic analysis framework, enabling the identification of recurring patterns and themes from both primary data, that is, observations of BBNaija episodes, and secondary data, social media commentary. For the data collection methods, it was carried out via primary and secondary sources. For the primary data, it involved systematic observation of BBNaija episode. Key events, behaviors, and themes such as identity, cultural values, and social behaviors were documented and analyzed. For the secondary data were sourced from social media platforms where Nigerian youth actively discussed BBNaija. Viewer commentaries were categorized based on the relevance to the research themes. Amadi, Obayi, and Onyebuchi in 2019 emphasized the role of social media in gauging public reactions, particularly among the Nigerian youth. For the data analysis, this research employed thematic analysis to study patterns in both primary and secondary data. According to Brown and Clark in 2006, thematic analysis is a qualitative method that identifies recurring themes and insights in textual and visual data. This approach was particularly effective for understanding complex social phenomena like BBNaija's socio-cultural impacts. Themes such as identity, cultural values, and shifts in youth attitude and behaviors were explored. Compared to other methods such as content analysis or discourse analysis, thematic analysis provided a deeper exploration of the connections between data and the broader socio-cultural picture. Now, why is the methodology chosen for this research justified? The choice of a qualitative approach was justified by the study's focus on understanding subjective experiences and socio-cultural phenomena. Fazeli, Sabetti, and Ferrari in 2023 underscored the value of video as a data source for capturing nuanced human interactions and socio-cultural shifts. Social media also offered a rich repository of diverse viewer reactions and discourse. Ethical considerations were central to this research. Informed consent was obtained from all participants who were fully informed about the purpose and scope of their involvement. Participants retained the right to withdraw from the study at any time, promoting autonomy and respect. Confidentiality and anonymity were maintained by using pseudonyms instead of real names and avoiding personally identifiable information. This aligned with the ethical principles outlined by Kurzweil and Kurzweil in 2018, ensuring the privacy and dignity of all participants. I have now come to the conclusion of this episode, which highlights the rigorous methodological framework used to explore the socio-cultural impact of BBNaija on the Nigerian youth. The qualitative approach, interpretivist philosophy, and the thematic analysis ensured a rich and insightful investigation, while ethical considerations safeguarded the integrity of the research process. Stay tuned for episode 4, where I will delve deeper into the findings of of this research. Thank you, and see you on the very next episode. Cheers!